Hi guys. Today we are going to be talking about the nervous system.
The nervous system. The nervous system is a body system that controls...
Okay, now if you guys thought we were actually going to make a video that boring and dumb, you were way off. So to start with the basics, the nervous system involves the 5 senses of the body. If you don't know what those are, you probably shouldn't be in this class. But anyway, the first one is hearing. As you can see here, our subject is listening to some random rap song, probably about whipping and nay-naying. He seems to be enjoying it. In this next example, our subject walks in only to find his favorite TV broken. Here we find two subjects playing a, let's call it friendly game of Xbox until this happens where they can feel stuff. And in here, the subject is trying lemon. Oh, bad idea. Okay, moving on. And then here, just smelling a flower, smells pretty nice. Yeah, nothing special about that. Okay, that's awkward.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Our subject just experienced an oh fiddlesticks worthy burn. Now, what caused him to feel that? Here we have a model neuron that we made out of food. Pinterest DIY, and we're both foodies, so it's a perfect match. It's close enough to a regular neuron, you could say, but anyway, we're going to be using this to describe the anatomy of one. In our model here, the broccoli slices represent the dendrites. The broccoli stalk in the center there represents the cell body, with the blueberry representing the nucleus. The carrots linked together represent the axon, and the rosemary at the end represent the axon terminal. Signals in the nervous system start from the dendrites of each neuron and continue all the way down to the axon terminal. This continues from neuron to neuron. Now, how do those electric signals work, and how are they passed on from neuron to neuron? Well, you wanted honors, you got it. Okay, so here we have the basic layout of what a neuron in the nervous system would look like. As denoted by the words on the screen, the top is the outside and the bottom is the inside. I shouldn't even have to narrate that. So, a neuron at rest has a charge of negative 40 millivolts. Then the jolt comes. Now, don't be confused. Those jolts are sent out by the brain, while the burning sensation is initially detected by sensors on the skin. But what happens after that jolt is the question. Well, we are again going to be explaining through paper, which is another example of Pinterest DIY. The jolt causes sodium channels to open, causing sodium ions to diffuse into the neuron. The sodium channels then close, bringing the neuron's charge up to positive 50 millivolts. The potassium channels then open, causing potassium to diffuse out of the neuron. These are again our potassium ions. The channels close, bringing the neuron's charge to negative 90 millivolts. Now the question is, how do we get the neuron back to negative 40 millivolts? Well, we have the sodium-potassium pump. What happens is, the sodium ions go into the pump. Then this wonderful substance that you all should remember called ATP comes along, releases one of its phosphates, and that releases heat, causing the channel to bend its shape, causing the sodium ions to release. The same happens with the potassium ions before the pump changes back to its original shape. The pump was always there, but we added it in later due to simplicity. The charge is now back to normal. So I'm sure what you guys are all dying to know is how those signals transmit from neuron to neuron. Well, let the neuron on the left be the neuron that was just, doing the signal thingy, and the neuron on the right be the next neuron to receive the signal. Well, those little rings that you see that are sort of blackish grayish colored are vesicles, and the little black peppercorns inside are the neurotransmitters. When the signal comes along, it causes the vesicles to move and fuse with the membrane, and the neurotransmitters move across a gap called the synapse. They land in receptors which start the signal at the next cell. So to sum it all up, well, here we have our subject standing in some sort of a gangsta pose, but when his hand touched the hot pan, Sensors in his skin detected the signal and sent the message up to the brain. The brain then sent out an electrical impulse, which is the sodium-potassium process, to the target being his hand, and that caused his hand to jolt away. So that is basically it and all we have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh my god.
Is it working?
Got it.
Oh, wait. Nice. Get out! Is it working?